questions that I have in the sense, like, for example, we know, Banu Qaynuqa in the way that they were, exiled, so to speak, and the lead up to that. I don't think like the details are like. I was always, I guess, interrogating or trying to make sense of like why that exactly happened. Like people say, oh, maybe they helped, the Meccans at the time, or if they,
We don't know.
there's a famous story where they were like, that Muslim, the Ansar woman was, sort of harassed and
Doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make the slightest bit of sense. The answer is we don't know. But I'll tell you something, and it's the most fascinating thing that you mentioned Qaynuqa. Were the Qaynuqa exiled? Were they? And every Muslim will say, of course they were. Well, were all of the Qaynuqa exiled? That's more complex. Because guess what happens? You talked about the Qurayza and the siege of the Banu Qaynuqa in their fortress. Guess who fought against the Qurayza? Soldiers of the Qaynuqa. They were still there. Guess what? When the Prophet, peace be upon him, goes up and fights the Battle of Khaybar in May 6, 28 CE. Guess who went with them? Soldiers of the Qaynuqa. They've been exiled. But the Sirah itself tells us that they fought against the Qurayza and the siege of the Qurayza. They fought in Khaybar against the Jews of Khaybar. So it's not just a simple statement that we can make, saying, well, the Qaynuqa were exiled. Clearly some were exiled. We're all of them. We're the leaders. These are things that the historian will try and say, you know what? That's a really complex question. I'm going to look into that. And that's a proper thing to do. So, even when speaking with certainty about something like the exile of the Qaynuqa is itself a complicated matter for the historian.